Hello there, and welcome to another Retro Gaming Club here on Techie TV. And today we are doing something with Destructor Mike. Right, it's me, Destructor Mike. I'm going to destruct something. I'm going to take it apart and see what's going on inside it, because that's what I do in it. Yeah, I do that. So let's have a look at what we're looking at. It's a controller. Everyone's seen this at a controller. Okay, I'll do it, but I don't want to do it. Right, okay. Here's an interesting fact that you probably didn't realise. You get a Sharpie, and you go like this. And you get rid of all that bit. Get rid of all that. And you put that button there a little bit further up. You've got yourself a nunchuck off a Wii. That is a nunchuck off a Wii. Isn't it? That is a nunchuck off a Wii. Yes, it is. Anyway, I didn't destruct that. I just drew on it. So, this is dead. The reason it's dead is because the wire is completely snapped and the idiot at the shop didn't realise when it came in. What an umpty. It was tied up. He undoes them all now, or he'll get sacked. So, that is the bit that plugs into the actual console, which is the Nintendo 64. And there's a couple of little things you can do to get in that. I'll try one of them, which is press that in. I'll flick it out, one or the other. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter anyway. Don't care about that. What we care about is this bit, which is the actual controller. So you've got a D-pad. You've got the start button. You've got the A and B buttons. You've got the directional buttons in some games, or just known as the collective C buttons. And you've also got the joystick, analog joystick. And of course, you've got the button underneath, which is there, which is the F button, Z button, sorry, there's Z if you're American, but that's wrong. And also you've got the input there for the rumble pack and memory card, and you've got your two shoulder buttons as well, which are here, there and there. So, thankfully, it's only Phillips screwdrivers. We've got one on each prong, well, two on the left prong and two on the right prong, one in the middle, and then we've got two either side of where the control thing goes. So, get my trusty screwdriver, and we shall start to take it apart. I've done this before with the Game Gear. The video is somewhere on YouTube. This is the first time I've done it with a Nintendo product. Howdy DC, I assume you're a regular. I'm not. Last time I was here was over a year ago, deconstructing a Game Boy, a Game Gear. Taking the screws out, we've got 3 screws so far. It's harder at this screwing. Malarkey. That's why they send me in to do it. Plenty of fibre. Yeah. I mean, loads of fibre now, mate. I've not even put the video up yet that I filmed about the weight. It's quite impressive. This one's not coming out at the moment. Just talk amongst yourself. There we go. There we go. Yes, I'm not a regular on YouTube. They just call me when they want things taken apart. One of the most disgusting things about this is I'm going to end up touching someone's horrible sweaty. Silent Hill 2 will be coming when the other guy gets back. I'm Destructive Dan. I destruct things. There's also rumours some Battlefield stuff may be occurring as well. But I don't care about that. All I care about is taking things apart. Oh, we got it, boys and girls. Right then. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 7 screws there. So we're now going to split the case, and this is where it gets disgusting. Assuming I can split the case. Ah, that's dang annoying. You won't be able to see in there. Just have I shine my torch in there, you will be able to see. Right. Look in there. See those 2 screws at the bottom? Those 2 screws at the bottom? Yes, and you take them out as well.
Here's what I found.
Oh, shut up. You silly woman. I've wanted to speak to you and say, hey Google. Right. So let's get my other screws out, screwdrivers. Should be that one I would have thought. Put that in there. No, it's too small. Oh, god damn. It may be Phillips actually. We may be okay. No, that's not working. Try a slightly bigger one. Yes, we've got it. So that's 1 screw. And the other screw. So we're taking the other screw out. I can feel the whole thing slipping apart now. Did I stick my tongue out then? I did. That's embarrassing. Only wimps stick the tongue out when they're screwing. Right. Should now come apart quite easily. Once I unscrewed the other screw completely. There we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what's inside a N64 controller. And it's not actually as disgusting as I thought it was going to be inside. As you can see, oh look, screws are falling out. Damn. One there. One there. As you can see, around the edges there, you can see the yellow, you can see it down there, can't you? And that's grease from people who've held this over the years, and it's kind of got inside and made it all a bit sticky. And that's your Z button, which just pops out, I assume. There you go. Oh no, it's on a hinge. It's actually on a hinge. It's on a hinge. So that's your Z button, your trigger button. Okay, let's put that over there. Put that there actually. So it looks cool. Right then. So this is what's left of the rest of it. So you've got your shoulder button, which is that, which presses on the rubber. That's the rubber. And the contact is made by this piece of carbon, which when it touches, when you press down on it, you see it moving up. It's like an inverted nipple. And what it does is, it presses on the circuit, which is there, and it completes the circuit, which means that the controller knows that that is what you're trying to do. I didn't get any trick-or-treaters. No, we don't do such things around here. It's a studio, dear girl. Why is that one a different colour? That one's orange. So we got a... I mean, they're obviously different because one's for the right side, one's for the left side. So you can see with a little thing on, but they do exactly the same job underneath. as does where the X button presses, which is this one here. That's what the X button presses onto, and that will press onto that connector there. Let's put that there. Take that out. Should just clip out. There you go. Okay. Right, now that with any luck should just pull out, which it does. So now I've separated the analog stick from the rest of the controller, so I'm guessing it's easy to replace the analog stick, because the analog stick on this is actually alright. So I might be able to save the analog stick and put it on another controller where the analog stick is not great. Undo that screw. So I can put it all back together again afterwards, I suppose, is the big thing. Ah yeah, droopy cub. There we go. And with that one there, you can see that I'm too far. I'm too close now. Jeepers. You people are never happy. Right. There we go. And that should just lift out completely as a unit. See, I never knew that the actual unit for the analog stick was a separate unit. But there you go. It is a separate unit. It's quite a complex unit. Could take it apart further, but I'm not going to do that with this one because it's in comparatively good condition. Spring still works and everything, so I'm going to save that bit for another controller at some point in the future. So this is a future project. Just have a drink. So, lift out all this. Cable is wrapped round. This is the main cable that comes into the unit. It's only got three cables to it. Yeah, we've got, as we've already seen, we've got one. Well, we've got an analog stick, plus then we've got the Z button, the A, B, and all the other buttons as well. And there's only 3 wires inside the cable. And I know that because there's only 3 wires attached to its ear, which is where the cable goes into. So will that come off as well? Not just pull off. No, that's soldered on by the looks of things. But there's literally just 3 cables. 3 cables that does all that work. And then you tip it over, and that's the main body of it. That looks pretty cool, to be fair. That looks well good. I like that a lot. That is the circuit board from inside the controller, and that is like a work of art, isn't it? That is pretty damn cool. So angle it so you can see a bit more of it. There you go. So you can see all the. This is the A button and B button. No, A button and B button, and then you've got the 4 buttons there, which are the yellow buttons as well. And a chip as well. Who knew there was a chip in there? I don't know if there's a pin or not. It's Retro Destroy Man. So and that's your start button. It says on it start. I don't know if you can see that or not. It does say start. Yeah, you can just about see it. It says start there. And that's your up, down, right and left for your D-pad. And then you've got B, A, CL, CU, CR and CD. So C down, well, C button down, C button right, C button up and C button left. And then you've got the R trigger. Everything's labelled. It says R on it. So that one will say L on it, which it does. That's actually really, really nice. I really like that. It's probably one of the best ones I've seen for design. Really good. What else does it say on there? Just JP this, JP that. It's really good. We do like that a lot. That is well nice. The memory thing, the memory card and the rumble pack is attached in this steel unit, which is monumentally soldered on. I mean, that is a proper soldering job, that, isn't it? I mean, look at all that. It's gone on there. And then you've got other bits soldered on here, which is where that's where all the information is sent to the cable, which goes to the console. And on this side, it's just some kind of, I don't know if it's a capacitor or not. I think that's a capacitor. On this side here, I think that's a capacitor. That's just some kind of unit thing. And then that's where the analog stick plugs in. We disconnected that before. That's really nice. I'm well impressed with that. That's such a nice thing, isn't it? If you like that kind of thing, I think it's gorgeous. So good to destroy. But that's what I'm here for. So I'm joking. I'm going to pull this off though. I'm not going to pull this off because it won't come off. That's well and truly on there. So anyway, and then inside, of course, you've got again the same thing as the one we had before on the triggers. These rubber pads with the inverter nipples, although they're not inverted really, because if you turn them over, this is a little nipple, and then when you press down on it, it pushes the black bit out the bottom, and that's what completes the circuit on the circuit board. So that was the start button, so that will complete the circuit on this little bit here. Like there, it can get the two sides together and complete the circuit with a bit of carbon. That's all it is, a bit of carbon. And then you've got your buttons as well. Take that one off and take that one off. There you go. Let's line them up over here. Who knew there was so much colour in it? And then your buttons. So put your buttons out. Now the buttons will only go in one way because they're all individually, they've got pegs on them that will only fit in one place. So you can't put the wrong buttons in the wrong place. They're all slightly different. Although I don't think, does it make any difference? Yeah, it does actually, because they've got arrows on them. So you've got an arrow on it, and that will only fit in one way, so that the arrow, when it's on the outside, is actually facing the right direction. And of course you've got 4 of them, which are all the C buttons. So we'll line them up. There you go. Then we've got the A and B button. Again, you want them to be the right way up because they've got writing on them. So what they've done is they've put the pegs on them so that when you put them in the actual unit itself, the letters will be the right way up for the person who's using it to see what's going on. So you've got A button and B button. So put them there. And then of course you've got the start button, which we've already talked about. It's got a black line on it because I did something at the beginning of the video which blew people's minds. You have to watch that back. And then of course we've got the D-pad, which again only fits in one way. It's got 2 little, I'm using the word nipple, but it's got 2 little nipples there, one here and one here. And then it's got a little cut out there as well, so it'll only fit in one way around. So you try and put it in the wrong way and it'll be like, no, it doesn't go in that way. But when you get it the right way around, it'll go in, and then it won't fit again properly until you get it all the way around. So they are foolproof. There you go. Even a fool could make these things. So there you go then. So that's your mind blown, by the way, that bit there. Don't worry about it. If you were here at the beginning, don't worry about it. So we have deconstructed. The voice is gone as well, I've noticed. We've deconstructed a Nintendo 64 control pad. And it was actually a lot more exciting than I thought it was going to be. So there you go. Let's do it so it looks pretty at the end. It's a bit like if you've ever seen The Reconstruction Man, which is basically James May putting things back together again. At the start of the show, it looks like this. And by the end of the show, it looks like it. So I've done it in reverse, hence Deconstruction Man. So thank you very much for watching. Indeed you still are. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learnt something. If you did, brilliant. Give us a sub. give us a like, give us a share. Not the share though. If I could turn back time. Not that share. Not there's anything wrong with that share. I just don't want her particularly in my house. So yeah, there you go. That one's hiding, isn't it? No, it's not. It's there. Where's that one gone then? Oh, that one's there. So we've got the shoulder buttons. We've got the C buttons. We've got the A and B button. A and B. We've got the start button. We've got all the little pads underneath that connect them. We've got the R button and the L button. We've got the D pad. We've got the rather amazing unit for the analog stick, which I didn't know was a separate unit, which is pretty stunning. The bottom case with the built-in trigger, which is still there because it's hinged. See it moving. And of course the top of it and the amazing circuit board. So there you go then. It was only a short little video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are. DC number 9, Sarah, and Droopily Cub and Ultimate Goal. You're all superstars. And I've left my light on my phone. That's a bit annoying. I've just blinded myself as well. Can't see a damn thing now. Oh, there you are. So thanks for watching, and I will see you again fairly soon. Later on, I'm doing a weight update as well because it's the first of the month. Pinch punch and all that. You join late, tough, but as you can see, I've deconstructed it. It's deconstructed. 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 There you go. Oops, moving too far. There you go. So we've got screws and pads and things and everything. And it's lovely. And that little unit there. Oh, lovely. Lovely. That's like a little R2-D2. It's just nothing like an R2-D2. So anyway, can you put it together though? Yes, I could put it together, but that's not what I do. I just take it apart. But I will. I'm going to use this at some point because it's actually an half decent one. This analog one is a decent one. You can hear it sneaking back again. So if I get one that's got a really crappy analog stick on it, I'm going to bring it, take it apart and replace the analog stick with this analog stick. So that'll be fun to watch. I know you can't contain yourselves. I can't contain myself. So I need to go to the toilet now to uncontain myself. That sounds really bad. I don't mean it like that. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you at some point in the future. So thanks Tough, Ultimate Go, Droopily Cub, Sarah, and DC number 9. Until next time.